I'm gonna tell you guys something that you should know. It's important that you look at this as far as your framework of looking at the world is concerned. If you don't want to pay attention to the scroll, go watch your TikToks. If you want to see what's going on, pay attention. There is a system at play. The system at play is to take away the excellent and replace it with mediocre. The way that it works neurologically is you'll chase I call it quick dopamine, and you'll replace values with quick dopamine. I'll explain. Lust, we'll discuss lust. Lust is a replacement of love. It's a replacement of love. Because what's happening inside of your DNA when you're chasing lust, so you'll have like 1 mate, 2 mates, 3 mates, 4 mates, 5 mates, is that your ability to love one person diminishes. Second thing is, when you fall into your lusts, what ends up happening is you start looking at human beings as objects instead of creatures that are capable of love and who want love and who need love. You stop seeing the spirit in people and you only see the bodily pleasures in people, and you become sick. This is one of the roots of diseases. If you look at the 7 deadly sins, look it up. What you'll find is that they're all symptoms of the same thing, which is pain or evil or whatever you want to call it. It's like that negative vibrational stuff. The negative vibrational stuff manifests itself within the word sin. Now, don't forget that sin means to miss the mark in which you aimed for. So it's an archery term. It's an aiming term. Imagine you had a bow and arrow, and you're trying to aim at something. You're playing basketball. You're trying to aim at something, and you miss that aim. That's what a sin is, which pre-indicates that there's an aim in which you should live your life. Now, there's a way to live your life that's peaceful. It's figuring out what is excellent, and don't let the perceived good take away from that excellence. We can move it into another category. It doesn't have to be lust, right? It could be greed. So check this out. I mean, how delicious is food? Food is delicious. It's a blessing to be able to eat food. You have good breakfasts. And I had a great breakfast today. A bunch of eggs and some fruit and whatever, But when you stuff yourself too full, does it feel good? And then what ends up happening is you crave food. So if you look at somebody who's like morbidly obese or has some obesity issues, what happens is they're dopaminergically attached to that food. They're dopaminergically attached to the thing that's killing them. So if you look at an obese person, what are they? I mean, what are they? They're sick. They're sick. They're sick. Look, they're sick. They're addicted to the thing that's making them sick. And yeah, okay, thyroid issues, there's all these issues, which I would say are symptoms of a sickness. Exception versus the rule, right? There's an exception that doesn't prove the rule doesn't exist. It just proves that there's an exception to the rule. But if you look at people, like, what are they eating? They're eating garbage, and then their body is made out of garbage. Why are they eating garbage? They're addicted to garbage. Why are they addicted to garbage? They're addicted to the dopamine. You'll never get to enjoy food. You never get to enjoy life. And this is literally what the devil wants. Now, you can describe the devil in like these old medieval terms, or you can just describe it as evil itself. Like, we've co-opted words. Like, you look at the word sin, we're like, oh, you're saying sin. No. It means you're missing the mark in which you aim for, which means that there's a way to live life, which is species specific, which is good for you. But then you start thinking like, okay, well, there's 2 ways of living life, like subjective morality versus objective morality. Okay, fine. But then if none of this was true, why is it that the propaganda machines are trying to push you towards the things that are not good for you? Don't believe me? Okay, no problem. Spend half an hour listening to the top 100 songs in hip-hop radio. Spend a half an hour listening to rock and roll. Spend a half an hour, because some songs are good and some songs are bad, and this is how it's done. If you want to know how it's done, this is how it's done. Something good, something bad, something good, something bad, something's good, something's bad. But what is happening? You're being propagandized. You're being told there's a beat. Boom, 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 and it's don't do this, smoke this drug, that girl, this, like this horrible rap. It's horrible rap. The point is, you're being propagandized. You're being propagandized with a series of values. Where do those values come from? And why are you being propagandized in that way? Look at the people who follow that propaganda. Is that the life you want to live? Does that equal a pure life? Or does that propaganda make you do what? Chase your desires. And when you chase your desires, when do you get your do you quench those desires? Now, how do you know that it's not good for you? I'll tell you. In one simple way. Forget all the religious stuff. Just look at it. How you look at your life. When you chase something and the desire is not quenched, it may be quenched temporarily. So you watch a little bit of the naked ladies on the internet, and your desire is quenched for like an hour, for like a day, for like a week. The desire is never quenched. It's a temporary. So what happens is that the desire temporarily goes down, and then you feed the desire so it gets stronger. Same thing with food. Eat McDonald's. Watch how you crave it again. You'll never satisfy. You'll never satisfy the quench. You'll never satisfy the thirst. It's a sign. It's a sign to know what's good for you and what's not. Listen to your body. Take a deep breath. See what's going on. Why are you being pulled in this direction or that direction? Where do these whispers come from? These whispers can come figuratively from the devil. Okay, whispers from the devil. But literally, the whispers are coming inside of the music. The whispers are coming inside of your news apparatus. It's from there. Listen to it. Listen to what they're saying. They're trying to get you to be okay with war. They're trying to get you to okay with all of these like disgusting, degenerate things. If you're okay with it, what do? You compromise your own soul. So try your best. And I'm not speaking from a figure of authority. I'm speaking from probably one of the worst of people, you know. I'm not any better than anybody else. I just peeped the game because I was in the game. And in a lot of ways, we're still in the game. But we try our best. That's all we can do. Push forward. Peace and love. Bye.